To note, we've got two wonderful guests for you tonight. Both are team players who are always destined for the world stage.
One signed to Arsenal at just 8 years old and has racked up 140 caps for England. And the other was singing and dancing before she could walk. So it's no surprise that she became Baby Spice in the biggest girl group on the planet.
Please welcome Alex Scott and Emma Bunton. Welcome to the show, both of you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, this is a big moment for you. I mean, I hear you're a massive Spice Girls fan.
Huge moment. I'm like,
Baby Spice in the building.
over here. I'm like, can't believe I'm on the sofa with a Spice Girl, Emma. It's a pleasure.
But you've met the two males, haven't you?
I've met the two males,
Okay,
yeah.
but
See,
it's
I'm
the
doing
first
it. I'm nearly there,
There
the
you go.
completion.
Then you completed it, yeah. So I have to ask, are you an Arsenal fan, Emma?
Oh, my, I can't believe I'm going to talk about it. I'm a Tottenham
Get in, I knew it. Yes.
Through and through, my whole family.
Told you I liked
This
her.
is what he said. I really hope Emma says she's a Tottenham supporter. And here you are. You've made his night.
Thank you very much.
So everybody's happy
Pleasure.
so far. Yes, we're all happy. Now, is it true, Emma? We were talking about... I mean, I was a massive Spice Girls fan as well.
Yes.
I was with you. Well, is it true that when your girlfriends come over, they like having a little rummage in the vintage old Spice Girl clothes?
Absolutely. In fact, they have tried things on. I've got a mic that I love from my tour, so they go around the house singing in the mic and holding the awards. I mean, it's really lovely. And we have to take pictures and video them, and, yeah, it's quite...
It's a dream.
It's a dream, yeah.
Are you
it is
asking for an
lovely.
invite? What's going on
I mean,
here?
I wouldn't mind holding like a
Anytime.
Brit Award.
You hold the award, I'll get on the mic.
There we go. Oh, we've got a girly night sorted.
There you go.
Let's
We'll
do it.
do
I'll
it.
carry the bags.
We have got a lot to talk to you both about tonight. And if you've got a question at home for Emma or Alex, then please do get in touch in all the usual ways.
Now from Spice World to the...
Now then, it's time to talk about you putting pen to paper.
Damn it, Al.
Your new memoir, autobiography. Now, this is the thing, right? The both of us know you very well. JJ for years, I know you reasonably well. And we couldn't believe the stuff we were reading. I mean, in all the conversations we've had, some of this stuff has never, ever come up. And you write at the beginning of the book about how you've been offered the chance to do the book in the past, but it didn't feel like the right time, but now did feel like the right time. Why then? Why did you want to get all of that stuff, really hard, emotional, heavy stuff down on paper?
See, already you explaining that, I get emotional about it, I suppose, because I've never wanted someone to feel sorry for me, to be honest, or the shame that people might be talking about stuff that went on in my life, my childhood, up to that point. So it was always put on a front, I'm fine, I'm independent, I can get through anything.
That's your catchphrase, I'm fine.
I'm fine, yeah, I'm all right, I'm fine. But I think from the last couple of years, I've been on my own personal journey, and I wrote the book because I want my mum to be free of it, Al. I want my mum to feel that she's got a whole rest of her life to live. And so that was part of it, and for me to be free of all the emotions and the heaviness of it all. So I'm excited for now this next chapter.
Yeah, well, it takes real bravery, Al, to put it all down on paper.
It does.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. It's called How Not to Be Strong, the not in brackets, and the title of it it's of significance for you personally, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because every kind of industry that I've been in, football, you know yourself, JJ, you're always told, you know, you don't show emotion, you're supposed to be strong, and even transitioning into broadcasting, you know, I'm that woman, I can't show anyone that I can't handle myself or show weakness. Well, actually, that journey, what I've spoke on, is about undoing all of that, and it's OK to be vulnerable and show your vulnerabilities at time, and like a chapter in the book, asking for help.
Can we, if it's not too tough, go back to 2018? Because you say that there was a moment that year where you felt that things came to a head.
Yeah.
And in a way, though, that's when things started to get a little bit better as well.
The light.
Yeah.
I was in a really dark place. I remember walking past the mirror and looking at myself, and I couldn't understand why I was uncontrollably just sobbing, because from the outside everything's fine. I've got a job that I'm super happy in, you know, that part of my life I should have been celebrating and happy, but I was just so sad and consumed by a lot of stuff. And it was that night, besides a lot of alcohol as well, I was just like, I can't continue like this, I need to ask for help. And so I did.
I mean, there'll be somebody listening to what you're saying now.
Oh, there'll be many people, I think.
Resonating hugely with what you're saying. Was there something specific? You know, I know you say you spoke to someone. Did you have people around you to help guide you through that process, or was it just like, I need to do this now?
Yeah, I think I was always scared to ask for help, JJ. I was hiding everything, and I think, you know, sometimes the headlines are that the trolls pushed me into therapy, when actually the book, and like you guys both know, that there's been a lot of things that have gone in my life that I'd never dealt with or spoken about. And I think just the trolling and the abuse that I got from what I was doing work-wise was just the part that then pushed me finally into therapy. But like you said, out of that darkness, like sometimes we have a perception of therapy, but actually it's been my saviour.
Yeah.
I was just going to say on that point, you know, and I remember you saying, we were here, we were in the makeup room, and you said, oh, you know, you've got no idea, Al, the comments and the abuse I get after every time I've been on the telly. And, you know, we talked a bit about it, and you go into it in detail quite early on in the book. It's, I mean, it's astounding, really, because I didn't even realise the level of how much abuse you got. And for you to have carried on through that and pushed through it, I mean, you must realise, looking back, how strong you actually are.
Yeah. And it's hard as well, because you go back to putting that front on, that I never wanted someone to feel sorry for me all through that time. So it's just like, I'll tell you a little bit, but not to the extent where I'm actually fearing for my life, which was never a nice feeling. And obviously they're not telling my mum, because then I don't want her to worry as well. But I know it's supposed to be a light show. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
we'll get to the fun bits in a minute.
Alex, you're an example and a leader, which is, you know, it's fine for you to show your emotions, definitely. But there's so much amazing stuff in this book, so much honesty, so much light, so much, you know, other tougher times as well. Did it surprise you, though, that the press decided to kind of like run and create like the headline instantly about this relationship that you had with a teammate, which you put so beautifully in the book as well?
And the thing is, the only reason I wrote that chapter, I'm super private, and I'll continue to be as well, about my relationships, and I'm not surprised that they went with that, because it was the first kind of story that they had on that. But I decided to write that chapter because I was doing this book and I felt like I'd be cheating, not only myself, but everyone else, if I didn't include that, because it was such a big part of my life. And how you guys said, like I wrote, it's about me falling deeply in love, that feeling that we all wish someone has, and I was lucky to have that. But there's so many parts of it that have continued. The relationships that, you know, I've carried from that into certain things that I needed to change. I needed to break the cycle. And I didn't know there's certain parts of that relationship that really affected me through my life.
No, it's amazing. We've had a lovely comment in for you here, Al, and plenty of them. But Eddie says, Alex, my wife and I think you are a superstar, so send in lots of love.
Thank you. You know, we knew you were strong, but flipping heck, when you read this, you see you in a completely different light again. Really brave. It's an amazing read, Al.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And it's published tomorrow, How Not to Be Strong. Still to come, we'll be hearing how Emma plans to lift our spirits this year.
Yes, indeed. But first, thousands of apprentices train to be hairdressers every year, but not every trainee is qualified to work with all types of hair. But from this month, that's all going to change. Here's Angelica Bell.
For those of us with Afro hair, there are some amazing styles we can wear.
I love the volume about my hairs. I like it when it's big.
I like the versatility of my hair. I can do almost anything to it.
But getting curly hair professionally styled can be a problem. Now, there are lots of incredible hairdressers all over Britain, but many of them can't do hair like mine. And it can be very difficult to find a local salon.
I find it really hard to find a stylist.
I've never been to a salon. It's always hard to find a stylist that would actually do black people's hair properly.
However, things are about to get better. Previously, hairdressers didn't have to learn to cut and style curly hair. But from now on, new trainees will learn about all hair types. Leslie from Yorkshire is an experienced stylist, but like many hairdressers, she was never trained in Afro hair.
So I have a younger sister at home. She has not so coily, it's more curly type hair. When I do it for her, I tend to just take the easy option. I tend to put 2 plaits in it so it lasts for the week.
Okay.
Today, Leslie will be learning from Afro and textured hair expert Pat, who has trained hundreds of hairdressers. Pat and her team will be giving Leslie a professional course, and Leslie will be trying out her new skills on model Gabby. But first, I want to know what these new training rules mean. So what is changing?
Your national occupational standards now includes all hair textures and types, not just straight and wavy, but curly and coily textured hair.
The hair types range from 1A, totally straight, to 4C, the curliest. Believe it or not, like many people, I've never had my hair analysed.
So on here, you're a 3C, and on your crown, you're a 4B.
Really?
Yeah.
I am surprised, but then I'm not, because it takes me ages to blow dry this section. So that's me sorted. First up, for Leslie, Pat is going to teach her detangling, a vital step for very curly hair.
Holding it very taut at the roots and start to detangle from ends to root.
And there are lots of new styles to learn. Gabby usually does her own natural hairstyles. Under Pat's watchful eye, Leslie learns to add twists to Gabby's hair.
Do you have places where you can go to get your hair done?
So at the moment I'm based in Sussex, so in Horsham. There's pretty much no places that I can go to. When I was younger I felt quite pressured to relax it or to straighten it. And now I just feel so much more confident.
What you love about it?
My hair defies gravity. I feel like it kind of just can form any sort of shape imaginable, and I love that.
Finally, Gabby's hairstyle is complete, and so is Leslie's first training session.
It's really lovely.
If every student gets taught what I've just been taught, then everyone will walk out being a more confident hairdresser for like curly and coily hair.
Well done for today, Leslie. I'd like to present you with a certificate.
Leslie's now had training in working with textured hair, and hopefully many more will be following her. It's great to know that soon there'll be experts in curly and coily hair all over the country.
Very good. Al, this is something you'd have experienced as well.
That's got me smiling.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's nice to see that they're changing it up now.
Oh, yeah, just for everyone to be trained. I've had experience sitting in the chair, and the feeling when someone doesn't know how to do Afro hair, you get so anxious because, you know, it takes a lot of treatment and care, and so that is great.
Train them up.
Good thing. Now then, I know you love Christmas.
Yes.
I mean, also a little
yeah,
Christmas
we know you
elf.
love Christmas.
You also love Christmas. Well, you do now.
I do it for the kids.
Because Emma Bunton's here, and she is bringing Christmas to us this festive season. Auntie, what have you got in store for us?
I love Christmas. In fact, worryingly, I start very early. Yeah, so I'm doing a little tour over December, and it's a Christmas show full of Christmas music. I do my solo stuff. I also do a few Spice Girls numbers in there.
Great.
I have dancers. I have tinsel, I have snow. We go all out. We go all out, and I love it. And my other half, Jade, always sings with me. And do you know what? It's just become a really kind of family-based show, and all my friends come along, and you know, watching and on stage. So yeah, it's just one of those big shows where, and I feel like we've really missed it. I did the last show back in 2019. We did a big Christmas spectacular, and then of course everything we went into lockdown, so I couldn't do it again until this year, so we're doing it all over again.
Yeah, and you mentioned your partner Jade. I know you're planning some other duets as well.
Yes.
But if you had to pick like a dream duet to be up there with you, who would that be?
Do you know what? I have thought about this, but I feel really lucky because I've obviously also sang with some amazing people. We've sang with Elton John. I sang Viva Forever with Ed Sheeran. He played it on guitar, and I was just singing along. And
brilliant.
So I feel like I've been so like Lady Gaga came in and did Two Become One with me once on radio. I mean,
amazing.
I just feel so lucky. So I can't think who's. I mean, I loved Rod Stewart. I did a number with him. I think obviously Beyonce would be amazing.
Beyonce.
Do you know get up and we could shake our thing?
Amazing for Christmas, Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Bring Dolly.
Love Dolly.
Adele's a Spurs fan.
She's a Spurs fan and a Spice Girl fan.
That's a link up.
That would work.
it, yeah.
That is a link.
Adele, yeah.
Now, the last time, as you said, you did it at the Royal Albert Hall.
Yes.
And you had Matt Goss, didn't you, doing a duet with
He
you?
did a little duet with me, yes.
And he, of course, started on Strictly this weekend.
Yep, he did.
And he didn't score amazingly. I thought the dance was pretty good, though.
Bless him. I could see he was quite disappointed, wasn't he?
Oh,
no.
It's week one, though. They always
It's
go
week
harsh
one.
on
It's
week
so tough. I mean, I did Strictly so many years ago. I mean, I don't know, it was so long ago, I hardly remember it, but it's so tough. And that first week, you're full of nerves. But I think he might, you know, he'll pick it up again.
Yeah.
When he gets a rumba or something, I think he'll be brilliant.
Definitely. He's got the natural performer in him.
Yes, I know. I'm not going to get him back this year, am I? To
You never know.
perform. Well, you never know.
You never know. Well, we hope not, but, you know, we never know.
That took a turn.
Now then, let's move on. Safe territory. Spice World.
Yes.
Emma, how was it 25 years?
25 years.
25 years.
I know.
Well, that ages us all just like that, doesn't it? But what are the band doing to celebrate?
Well, hopefully some personal stuff. We do like to have a party now and again. But we have got our album out, Spice World 25, and it's got some new stuff that you've not heard, live tracks. It's got a track, actually, that the fans have been asking for years, which is a track called Step to Me, which is back in the day, we did it for Pepsi. And so that's on there, and just lots of kind of new stuff. So that is coming up, and you can pre-order now. So, yeah.
On the topic of, you know, Spice World, Spice Girls and everything about it, Kevsey has wrote in and asked, what are the chances of Spice Girls at Glastonbury?
Oh, is that Kev? I think I know Kevsey as well. Really? Kevsey, I know it's you. I would love it. I mean, I really hope so.
Yeah.
I thought I haven't had that email from Glastonbury asking yet.
Right.
So,
but it would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would make
amazing.
sense. 25 years, Spice World back out.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it would be great fun.
I'll be there.
I want to go to Glastonbury, have fun. So if I could perform there as well, that would be nice. That would be very nice.
And you know, we were saying, you know, we're huge fans. Do you think, Alex, that the Spice Girls would have had the same impact had they have come out now as they did back then?
Absolutely. Because I think everything that you guys stood for then still stand for. You know, seeing a girl group together, having fun, getting on, and that strength as well, that unity in it. That's what we're still fighting for right now, and that what we love to see.
I think being so different as well, we're all so different, but we respect those differences. We all get on so well, and we look after each other, and you know, it's a big... I'd be worried about all the social that goes on now, though. We didn't have that back in the day, so I think
I'm sure you'd be getting a lot of love, though.
That'll make it even better.
Exactly. It would make it crazy.
Now then, Aaron is asking, please can you have some clues or teasers or spoilers even as to who the special guests might be on the tour?
Oh, I don't know if I can do it. So, because the tour, so I'm touring over, I'm Manchester, Birmingham, Brighton Dome, London, obviously. I'm going to miss somewhere. Birmingham, did I say that?
York.
I think York. I think there's going to be, you know, so many shows, but I can't give too much away. I just can say that it's going to be very family, very warm, and I just can't wait to see everyone there. The other thing which I love is when you look out on an audience at Christmas, I mean, it goes off. I mean, they just sing every word to the Christmas songs. They're dressed in tinsel. They've got glitter in their hair.
People cannot wait.
Oh, it's just going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Well, thank you both for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
It has indeed. We will be back tomorrow, me and Roman Kemp. We'll see you then.
Goodbye.
Bye.